We play to win. Let's go!
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
To throw is RG3. And incomplete to open things up. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Griffin. Pass caught. It's the rookie from Ole Miss, Dawson Knox. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
At the 36-yard line.
Let's get it.
– 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They go play action. Griffin. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And a short kick, now a hit, and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DJ Chark, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start on the ground with Elliott, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
We're going to 53. Slam. Whip.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go, let's bring it.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys. Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Again, 3 on the play. 1st down.
Mike 5-4.
Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Now it's Griffin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Go, go, go.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Here we go.
So now from half the distance closer, here's first and goal.
Move. Hey. Hey, we got four. We got four down. Four down.
We go 47.
Lost. 50, 50. Oh, here we go. Oh.
26.
Prescott from the gun. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Hey, let's get it wrong.
Here's Griffin. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Griffin taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 77 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go as we saw there.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
On
2nd and 11 now. Prescott, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check, check. Lucky.
Kill. Here we go, 46. 26.
Now Prescott. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Brian Burns in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Griffin. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Check out.
Here's Griffin to throw. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. wants to throw on first. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it into his receiver, Cooper, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Elliott. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
It's 3rd and 7.
There we go. 180.
50. We own them. We own them.
There we go. Kill. There we go. Kill.
Come on. Mike's 50. 50. Your track.
26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Here we go.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch.
Here we go. 180.
50. Check my 50. Blue there.
26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
On 2nd and a yard. Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5.
Kill.
Yard gain on the play. That's another Cowboys first down. First and goal.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 46.
52's a boom. Watch one. Hey, Mike 52.
Switch to A.
Hey, Mike 52.
Hey, 47.
What we got?
26.
Throwing. Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. After the interception, here's Griffin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a carry for Jacobs.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Right there. 54 Mike. Watch that. Hey! Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Hey, watch that. Watch that.
Griffin now to throw on third down.
Second time defense. Let's go.
Man open. That's Robert Foster complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's second and 8 at the 50-yard.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
54. Watch 54. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
From midfield now, here's Griffin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a third and 8. From the shotgun, Griffin. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
First down, Bill.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Griffin, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 25 yards that time. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really on the uptick. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Watch the shit! Then we're going to 53. Then we go 47. Then we're going to 54. Wide in.
He's coming. Double up.
Under.
I need one over here. I need one over here.
26.
Prescott to throw it. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, kill.
And again, it's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Focus, defense, focus. Check 22.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And all the way up to the 46. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check 9, check 9. Switch.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Here we go.
Switch. Kill.
26.
Now Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. First down, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A first down throw for Prescott. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
50 to switch it. Hey. Watch the flag. Motion. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
Here we go. Mike 50. Go. Get out there. Here we go, 47. Quick, use the mark. Quick, 26.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And that's complete. It's the Carr to Cooper connection. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Ready? 50. Hey, hold on. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Bang, 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 bang. 61. Let's walk. Right.
55's my guy.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he gives this out to Foster on the right side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down, it's Jones. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Play action. Now Griffin. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Go! Check. Go to 54. Go to 54. 26.
Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Here we go. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On first down, Elliott. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, 47.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now.
I'm going to run you over. Check your high read. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Hey, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Gun. Don't.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
52's the mic, boy. 52. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. My 52. Hey, pick your game up. We're going to 54. Here we go. Kill. Hustle. Here we go. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Griffin. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Austin. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Bills send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now Austin. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
There we go. Wide, ain't it? There we go. Going to 53. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, 47. Tighten up. Hey, Mike. Oh, try. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Gun. 52. Mike 52. Swerve. Swerve to A. There we go. Going to 53. Let you play. I can't believe they... Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Why ain't it?
Prescott looks to throw on first. They'll let this go for the end zone. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 20 on the year as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is down to 2.
16. Cowboys 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard.
49, check 49, check 49.
Again, it's Jones. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. From just shy of midfield, Griffin escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Night, sweetheart.
From the gun, it's Griffin. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
There you go. Warning. 50. You ain't going nowhere. 26.
Again, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
At the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Mike 50.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
We're going to 54 right here. Henry, Mike 50. Hey, come on, now, come on, now. There you go. 26.
From the 40 now on second down. Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Back. Here we go, 46. 26.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. Go right in. We're going to 54 right in. Show it. 26.
They go to Elliott again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Partner, you've got about roll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100. Down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
It's 4th down.
So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Maher is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So a pressure kick there by the young man, and that should be enough to finish this one off.
Well, he's a second-year guy now, so he says, don't call me a rookie anymore. And I tell you, he's got a bright future in this league. And kicks like that are going to make sure he sticks around for a good long while.
Drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One to get...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. DJ Chark with 9 seconds remaining. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2. Now RG3. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? And they see that happen. It just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, Phil.
One last shot now for Prescott. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Bills, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.